Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Factory Town. A brand new game that's landing on Steam Early Access in the middle of March, 12th I think it is, and here's a bit of a sneak preview playthrough so you know what to look forward to when this game actually hits Early Access. There's actually quite a bit to it already, but the basic way to think of it is this is Factorio in medieval times. With a little bit of magic thrown in for good measure, because why not? So we'll set up a new game. You've got several different options in terms of map generation to kick off with. I don't know, let's go for something semi-interesting, shall we? High foothills. No, we want more river than that. Ooh, high, no. I'll tell you what, I'll generate a map. And then we'll get underway. Right, here we go. We have ourselves our map. Now, around the outside, there's a whole bunch of other territories that we can buy as we get the money. I can see quite a lot of bridge work is going to be necessary here. But fundamentally, we've got a healthy amount of resources. To the extent that we're actually going to want to clear some of those in a fairly clear-cut fashion in order to get ourselves rolling. Now, here's our headquarters, the base building, and here are 4 workers that we shall deploy in a means that is going to be helpful to us. So, in the first instance, we'll get these workers just doing a bit of tree choppage, and bringing them back to the base. Because these trees are going to generate some wood, and we'll use that in order to upgrade ourselves. So we'll get them going. Now, I am not aware of there being any great threat to my survival. That does not mean there is not one. It just means that I have yet to encounter one. There we go. Let's zoom in and watch the happy little fellas there. I assume they're fellas. They don't have arms. They don't need them. Right, okay, so up in the top corner we've got our resources. There's possibly a little hard to make out. I've got the UI scaled down a little, but we've got wood coming in now. We're up to 28. That's nice. Now then, upgrading the base is going to take 10 planks and 20 stone. So in order to get that, we've maxed out our workers up here, and that's because we don't have any houses yet. Now, the trick with houses is try and get them all in one area initially, because they need coverage from various kind of supply entities, and therefore having them all next to each other makes supplying them much, much easier. So I think we'll go in about... the other thing to bear in mind is I don't need my houses to be anywhere near the base. It's more about where they can get supplied from without too much of a hassle. And over time, we'll build up and make that happen in a more efficient fashion. So I'll tell you what, we will go with my first instinct, and we'll just bang them out here. Now I'll get a couple in, and obviously each house is upgrading. The number of citizens I can have. 4 is my max housing for now. Now, to make those houses happy, which does 2 things. Firstly, happiness is a prerequisite for upgrading, as you can see, as you probably can't see. We need 4 happy populace. 4 populace, happy, not so much. But to make those happy is fairly straightforward, right? 2, 3, 4 is we feed them. So we'll grab some grain and we'll feed each of these houses. Now this will earn me happiness on the houses, and at the same time it will. No, hold on. Do the whole job there. There you go. You've made a mess of that. Try again. There you go. Do that. No, you do what you've done. Select the man. There you go. Right. Select. Hello, and then grab grain, drag to destination. Off you trot. Right, there you go. It's actually very simple. I'm just making a bit of a dog's dinner of it. Right, so all of those houses will now generate money. We get 1 coin of the gold variety. There are 4 different coin varieties that you can accumulate. but we're also going to need stone in order to get our upgrade happening. So we'll grab another couple of lads there. Always try and leave yourself at least one spare worker, because some of the buildings have a worker requirement as well. So you don't want to max out. Always leave yourself a couple spare just in case you need. No, you've done it again. Cancel. Thank you. There you go. Right, you grab here. There, go. Magical. Right. Okay. Good. That's pretty satisfactory. Now then, what we're going to do next is we're going to nab a lumber mill, which we'll grab out of here. And as luck would have it, I just earned enough to make that happen. And we'll bang in the lumber mill. Now that gives us the grain mill. It gives us the workshop. Gives us the chute, which is the first means of automating anything at all. And it also gives us scaffolds. Now, what scaffolds allow us to do is run chutes and the like up hills. Now, this is probably not a great place for the lumber mill, but a lot of what you build early on is going to be temporary, just while you get established. But more importantly, while you clear the landscape. So all of these trees will disappear as we chop them down, as will the grain. That will vanish. Who else is likely to say cheerio to us? The stone, basically every resource you can see here, as we harvest it, will disappear. So getting to the point where you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Sustainability is all important. What can't we afford? What do I need here? I need planks in order to make chutes in the first place. Because what I'm thinking is that we will shoot planks down into the main store. But we're going to actually need to make some planks in the first place. So let's put you on feeding the mill. And then let's put you on feeding... No, you... Come over... Oh, I don't know. I confused one of them. There you go. See, there's a tree disappearing right there. That's far from ideal. But it's okay. We'll cope. Deforestation is part of the business. So what you can see at the moment is that it's got logs being fed into it. These arrows, they're being converted into, or they're being operated on and turned into planks. So we want this chap to pick up the planks and wang them over into the base. So any materials you stick in base central and barns, which we can also build, but we're not quite there yet. Those can be used universally by anything that you're creating. Good. Right. Yeah, that all seems pretty happy. Now then, the next piece of optimization we can do while we build up the planks, and I probably don't have the materials for it yet, is building... Yeah, no, what I don't have is the food market. We're going to need the workshop. That will make wheels, which will allow us to create carts. Very useful. The grain mill takes the grain, and you combine 3 of them into an item that firstly makes people happy, and secondly it gets you 5 instead of 3. So it's way more efficient to do it that way. Right, now where was I? What was I? That was what I was doing. We need 10 planks in total, and then we can upgrade. We're at 9. We're at 10. Upgrade. Right. So we can have 4 more houses and we can build the food market. Now the food market is pretty essential early on because, as mentioned, it does give you additional oomph. But what I don't have is the 10 planks necessary. Yeah. Now we can also upgrade the houses. These houses take 5 planks and 10 coins to upgrade. And what that means is that each house will then provide additional workforce capacity. This is all good. There is a little bit of waiting to occur right now, and while we're doing that, let's have a look and see what other resources we've got. So we've got tomatoes for a second food type. There are a whole bunch, and then we've got cotton. Fantastic. Now, cotton allows us to make cloth and clothes, but cloth is what allows you to make conveyor belts. Jolly useful. Over here we've got some water stones. I've not come across those before. I imagine they contain water. Then you've got earth stone. Oh no, these are the elemental stones for magic. You've got some coal. We've got iron ore. What else have we got? I'm more looking for for stuff we can grow. So apples, that's useful. Anybody else? Carrots, good. Okay, anybody else want to come and join the party? What are you? Herbs. Now, there's only one herb bush, and the thing is that you need to be somewhat wary of finite supplies, because you want to, rather than use them directly, and I don't know what happens after you use them directly, and then they're gone. You want to plant them in a farm so you can make more of it. Now we've got some gold, yeah, apple trees again, waterstones, firestones. And then airstone. That's not bad. Then we've got pears. Okay. Berries. Nice. We've actually done pretty well here in getting a good solid collection of starting goods. The last map that I kind of did a bit of a test run on. Not so much on the variety of goods. For example, it did not have cotton, which slowed me down significantly. Right, let's get this food plant up. Plant. It's a little bit highfalutin. Let's get this food market up. Now, as you can see, it's got a catchment area, and that's where it will service houses and the like. So we'll go over here because we don't want to use too much of the we don't want to use too much of the catchment area in water. That's just not helpful to us. So instead, we'll go about there. And then anything that generates food going into there will now feed these houses automatically. And as mentioned, the best thing to feed them with is going to be milled grain, at least for now. So we'll do... Hold on. We want to rotate you round like that. Right, okay, so you now, please, come here. Where are you? Give me that. I want you making flour. And then you, sir, I'd like you to be doing this. Yes. And you, I'd like to be doing this. Yeah. Next, that's two. This chap here, you over there. Get going. And this one over here. Now, we're going to exhaust this first grain patch quite quickly. But we've got another couple of kind of small ones nearby. It's going to be pretty inefficient to just trot them back and forth with workers, but hopefully we'll have carts by that point, which will make life a lot easier. So, as you can see, we've got 2 grain in, and we've got 2 flour coming out the other side. And I actually don't know if this is going to work or not, because some goods are quite happy to be chuted, like these ones. There we go. Right. So now when we some goods will go down a chute, others will not. But for those that won't, that's what your conveyors are for. There we go. We'll zip in here and get a bit of an action close up. There you go. That's high drama. And there you go. See, so one sack of grain there makes 5 gold, which is marvellous. And it takes 3. I'm pretty sure it takes 3 grain in order to make that 1 flour. Right, now then, next up is going to be the workshop. I haven't placed any roads yet or paths. And what they will allow me to do is move people around much faster. Your workers will go quicker, and they will always try and use paths when they are available. So if we have a look at what we've got, chutes we've just done, thank you, and then there's footpaths. It doesn't use much. I mean, look, we did 1 log to make a to make a footpath. It's cheap, and it does move stuff around quicker. But I'm not done slotting stuff into this middle section yet. And what we want here is the workshop, but I really don't need it this close because it's only going to make wheels for me to start with, and I don't need those immediately. Now, as you can see, this requires 1 worker in order to make, and I've got no worker capacity available right now, so we might look into upgrading these chaps instead of placing more houses. We will place more houses. That's an inevitability. We've not quite got the planks for it, but I have now got 6 able workers able and available. So we'll plop another 2 in immediately, and we'll go. You start feeding. Oh, hold on. Tell you what. Go from here. Feed these trees into this lumber mill, would you? Good lad. Crack on. Make good decisions. And with you, same deal. You, trees, lumber mill. Right. Now, that's going to lead to more planks being developed than we can pick out with this one dude. So that's why we're going to work on getting carts up. Again, I'm not against the clock on this. I mean, unlike Factorio, and again, as far as I'm aware, I'm not about to get jumped by orcs or goblins or other fantastical miscreants whose sole aim in life is to rain on my parade. I'm not having a parade yet. We're not quite at that stage. But we will do at some point, and hopefully we won't be beset by beasties on all sides. But I live to be surprised, so we'll see. Right, okay, workshop's ready. Let's go just over here. No, let's go just over here. All right, can you fit in there? Yes, you can. I don't want to go right by the water's edge because I kind of want to reserve that for later. Right, we've now got the barn. The barn is good. Think of it as being your home base, only remote. So anything you store in there, you can use anywhere on the map. The stonemason makes better bits of stone, which we're also going to need. Fence, I've not played with. It blocks navigation, apparently. So if I want to keep people on the straight and narrow, it's a good way to go. Half stairs, probably going to speed things up when they're traversing. But as you can see, the workshop makes an awful lot of different bits and pieces. A whole bunch of things, but we only need the wood wheel for the moment. And you're going to need a worker to furnish you with that, so we'll stick you in there. Right, get this fella wood wheeled. Now, when we've got 4 in there, I'm going to put that guy onto transferring them back over to the main resource, because I only need 1 cart at the moment. And that cart will be used to pick up the planks and bring them back to the base. Right, next base upgrade is going to take 10, it looks like, wooden wheels. And it's going to take 20 of the improved stone, and it's going to take 8 of the nicer houses. We are nowhere near on any of that. Where have you started harvesting now? You're harvesting from over there. Oh, okay, that'll do. We can always pick up tomatoes and fling them in, but actually I don't want to grab the tomatoes until I've got some stored so that I can regrow them. That's the plan, at least. Right. How are we looking? We're actually looking pretty good. This is not too badly organised for a starting point, even though I say so myself. You may feel differently, but I'm a solid fan of tear it down and build it again. Right, we're going to need the stonemason up. Now, beyond the requirements for upgrades, the stonemason's first big scheme is going to be in. Yeah, go on. Finish that thought. I dare you. Yeah, his first big scheme is going to be in helping to generate red coins for us. We've now had roads unlocked. Now, roads are what enable your carts to move more swiftly, which we will be building in fairly short order. So you're going to make stone brick. How are we doing, workshop team? We've got how many wagon wheels have you got in there? Where is workforce Stew, who we deployed over? Is he traversing the map? Has he disappeared from sight entirely? Yeah, wherever you are. Interesting. Okay, I guess no. You can get around the coastline there. Okay, well, let's try it again. I don't know where he went, but he seems to be productive. Right, go there, and then you chop tree, take to workshop. This is not a big ask I have of you there, dude. Just hold on. No, you see, if you ever see them carrying a log back into the other direction, it means they couldn't do it. But the output's empty. Input's empty. Output's empty. Why are you not working? Where's he gone? He's disappeared into the woods. Oh, no, hold on. We've got a wiggling tree. He's coming back out again. And Interesting. Okay, right. I'll tell you what. Let's try rotating it and see if that makes it happier. It shouldn't. That shouldn't have any difference. And that's another nice feature you've got, is if you decide, oh, I've got this pointing the wrong way, all is not lost. It doesn't use logs. That's your problem. It doesn't use logs. It uses flipping planks, you plank. All right, okay, right. Well, in which case, grab planks, hoik them over there. Right, and you, come here. Oi, where have you gone? There, you, yes. You grab trees. Oh, yeah, I think you might have it already. Yeah, he's got a notion. All right, you, come here. Oi, thank you. That's there. Do this. Right. Okay, yeah, sorry, my fault. I'm an idiot. These things occur as they invariably do. Right, where's this hopping little... Oh, no, he was doing important works. Where's the other one? Are we going to have to wait for the forest to be mowed down? Oh, no, there he is. All right, come here. Right, you do the same thing. Trees into the lumber mill. Let's get the lumber mill going at top whack, shall we? I'm pretty sure I just gave him the right orders. Yeah, do that. Yeah. We'll see. We'll find out fairly quickly, I would imagine. Because we'll see him just clowning around, not doing a great deal. Right, what's the actual... yeah, see, look, maximum input, maximum output. Now, one of the things you can do is you can bang an extra worker in on any building to make it produce faster. Stands to reason, doesn't it? But we don't need to do that yet. But what we do need is we are going to need some more houses, both for upgrade purposes and because I'm out of workers again. So we'll turn this into an ungodly housing estate. Look at that. Ooh, lovely. And obviously, there's more money to be made from that as you feed them better and provide them other goods. But you know, there it is. Okay, good. Now that's going to wrap it up for this first instalment. We're going to stick around with Factory Town for a little while. So if there's anything in particular you'd like to see me try out while the game is in pre-release, then bang a comment into that extent. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. The team here look forward to seeing you again. And in order to make sure that they do see you again, fling a quick subscription at this channel. It will help you out no end. And obviously I may benefit from it as little as well. Chuck a like at this if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Thank you for watching. Cheerio. So when I first saw Factory Town mentioned online, I thought, oh, that looks interesting. So I started following along, and they sent me a key to have a quick look at it. And having had a go on it, it is more than interesting. It's a lot of fun, and it's quite likely to consume your entire life if you let it. So expect quite a few episodes of this. I intend to stick with it for a while at least, until I've explored all of the functionality that's in the game already. And you're going to want to stick around to make sure that you see that, because it will inform you as to whether or not it's the kind of thing you want to pick up on early access. And therefore you should subscribe, and that will ensure that you don't miss out on further high-voiced, squeaky end messages.